I'd like to do a brief analysis of ETH. Here is a daily chart for Ethereum, showing also the MACD technical indicator as well. The MACD is really one of the indicators that I use consistently. I've found that it is not as fickle as the fast stochastics, and the slow stochastics for me is too slow, which is why I've decided on the moving average converging divergence, MACD. I also like the mathematics of it as well. Having said that, here is a major peak that Ethereum made, and it went down in a sizable ABC fashion. So A, B, C, that's A, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then from there it went up in a five-way fashion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In a motive, but it clearly hit the ceiling right where the peak before it got stopped. And from there, it was nothing but pretty much red bars on a daily basis, coming down to current levels. And in this area, correspondingly, the MACD is still in a bit of a free fall, very similar to what it was doing here, let's say. So in many ways, the 5 waves here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, with 5 wave, 5th wave being extended, no surprise there, is a bit of a fractal of what can be seen here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But what's really concerning for me is not the fractal, but what's often called double tops. There's a top here and a top there. Now this top put together as a double top pattern is quite bearish. And I think about a week or so ago, put out a pretty severe warning on this double peak topping pattern. If it is correct, and if it does come to fruition, then we're looking at price values that can be very bearish, down to the prior support level of approximately $40 or so. There'll probably be a pause here. On the way down, there'll probably be a pause here, 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 and here. But I'm not saying that's exactly where we'll go. So I'll let you take it incrementally. The decline here has been ABC. So A, B, and now the C wave, very similar to Bitcoin, is ensuing right now. But let's take a look at this pattern, what's developing. I'm going to draw the neckline. This is going to be the left shoulder, the LS. And then I'm going to put the RS on the right hand side. And here the label for the head pricing pattern. To calculate the minimum distance, I draw the distance from the top of peak highest value of the head price to the corresponding neckline price. So you're looking about 275 here, 383, 393, right? So I subtract 275 from 393, that'll give me 118. I'm just going to write here as a reference. To calculate the minimum value, since the neckline is pretty horizontal, it doesn't matter whether you take the price from this rear or middle to the right. What I would do is I would subtract 118 from 275. And that pretty much gives me a minimum target value at around 148. Give or take a few pennies, obviously. Like so. And for now, that is about where I'm going to put the initial first stop. For the AB, for the C wave decline at around 148. I have a feeling that once this support line and this 148, funny thing, and it's not a coincidence, coincides with this major support line here. If that does get breached, then clearly 94 is possible. If that does get breached also, we're looking at around low 40s as a possibility. But my first stop point will be at around 148. I hope this was helpful. And as always, keep a close eye on the Bitcoin bear. We're looking at around 4,045 as of this recording. And that bear can get very angry. So let's see what happens overnight. I wish you all massive profits. And still, I remain very excited for that bottom of the wave 4 as a phenomenal buying opportunity. Thank you.